Yo, Marksman. Marksman. Can you check if there's a? Can you check if there's a what do you call it? Yeah, audio on my thing, stream.
Let me check.
I don't think there's audio.
Guys, this is gonna be kind of loud. Nope.
Just hang on a sec. Maybe there is.
There's audio. Yep, there's audio.
Great, there goes all my viewers. I had to stream for 4 hours and it got disconnected. Okay, I streamed for another hour. Okay. I'm watching it. Sorry about the disconnect, guys. Look at all these emotes. Oh. Be right back, Lemonade. Alright, man.
Oh, it's a good thing I'm on the freaking Elements account on this one.
Yeah, it's gonna start in 2 minutes, guys.
Yeah, let's just chilling, guys, and things. Sounds.
Can't believe it disconnected though, Jesus Christ.
Then you get a call, what do you think? It has to switch input and output signal.
I hate my life. It was going so well. I have 200 views for it right now. Couldn't more. I wish I had a Wukong outfit. Yeah, me too. I don't know about you guys, but I really like it.
If I get anything on this account, don't go on the main account. Press over from your friend, press over. Yo, what's up with my stream?
What's happening here?
Oh my god, you correct this right
Your
now.
TNF? What do you mean?
I almost lost. Hey, what is this? Quality. You want to make this way? Stop, bro.
Yeah, so make sure to smash the like button again, guys. It just restarted. Can't believe it actually restarted.
Something for now, but yes.
Oh my god, what is this graphic? This is from like really old. Oh my god, guess how many likes I have? 2.
Welcome once again, ladies and gentlemen, to the Rules of Survival Global Series. This is, of course, the NA Cup. I am Pyrotechnics, he is Fish, and we are brought to you by Facebook Gaming. So thank you very much. And how you doing today, Fish? Ready for some more Rules of Survival action?
Ready for some Rules of Survival action, and we're going to have the North American style of Steeper to kicking off group stage. Group stage phase 1 for groups 3 as well as 4 this morning.
It's also day 2 though, so if you're tuning in yesterday, keep on
you
going.
know, most of your subscribers went to Twitch.
We'll have 12 more teams that qualify to make it 24
most of your
teams
viewers went to
total,
Twitch.
and then we'll have 6 invited slots available for teams to be invited back into the tournament.
Not the last chance. If you don't make it into that top 6, there's still a chance you can actually make it all the way through. But of course, one of those invite teams we would expect to be Cloud9 as well, since they're not playing out through this first group phase.
Cloud9 as well as Team Secret, I believe, will be 2 teams that will be invited into the
watching RGS.
4 more teams.
Me too, but
we'll get the
things like
of redemption. Most likely some of the 7th or 8th place teams in these next few group stage matches. I mean, yesterday we had one of the series where it was fairly close between 7th and 6th. So there's a chance that team always gets invited back in. Today, who knows? We could have a very close 7 and 6 match again, either the first group stage or the second group stage. But here are the teams that we have for group stage. Group 3, I should say.
Yeah, absolutely. So we take a look down the line. We have V-Lone, Aether Exile, Bot Team, Rain, Humildes, Bot Squad, Defy the Odds, F4, Genji, Nogsense, VC, Quad Feed, LTS, BS, and Sped. So
there's 900 people watching
some
RGS.
of these teams? Are we looking at any return?
Yeah, our views are gonna drop. Oh my god, guess who's last
Class I as well as Challenge, a very strong team. Had a really good performance during the last qualifiers for the
I know.
Depot. We've got
there
Genji
goes all our views.
Hito, Hawkeye. Hawkeye
They're
denied
gonna leave
as well as
now.
Mark.
Oh my
really
god.
Strong team coming out there. No Game Sense, or NGS as they've been called at the moment, or no G Sense as they've changed.
There's quite a few different ones that you can go with, but I think no Game Sense NGS that probably makes the most sense.
That's with Dudong.
Yo, yeah, actually.
Kiri as well as Cake, as well as Get Mad. And then we
actually,
have VC who are coming back into this one. This was the team that used to be known as USA.
Dude, we might get in trouble for that.
Before we get into that first map of today, first let you guys take a look and see how you can win some diamonds.
Dude, if we actually do that.
Hello survivors! The RGS livestream Diamond Draw is here. Starting today, during our RGS livestream on Facebook, we'll be posting prized questions. Simply post your answers to the comments section for a chance to win 188 diamonds. Yes! We're giving out diamonds during our weekly streams. No more need to spam hashtag gift anymore because it ain't gonna get you nothing. We'll select a lucky winner from those who answer correctly. Don't forget to state your IGN, your ID, and server to our admin, EaseFund, and we'll send out the prizes within a week's time. Make sure to stay tuned to our official ROS Facebook page for RGS livestream info. More prizes will be incoming.
Yeah, that's fantastic. You can always obviously win some diamonds while you watch as well. Of course, the question we will have coming up pretty briefly. But of course, it'll be broadcast throughout the day. You'll be able to have those chances. We'll pick 3 lucky winners. We'll announce them on air at the end of the broadcast, so you'll know if you won pretty much immediately.
So we had 6 winners yesterday, 3 from the North American Stylus Depot. Then we had 3 from the Southeast Asian Regional Clash as well later on in the evening. We had Southeast Asian Regional Clash once again. Yesterday's question was, what was your favorite Rules of Survival gun? And all you had to do was type that in the comments in the Facebook live chat. And today it is, who is your favorite team?
Guys,
type it in the Facebook comments. Let us know who is your favorite team and why. We'll select 3 lucky winners to take home 88 diamonds.
Well, let's get them started a little bit, especially for people who aren't used to watching these teams fish. Let's talk about maybe what is your favorite team out of Group 3?
Oh, out of Group 3, I'd have to say I'm going to be watching out for F4. I mean, Challenge with Flash, Class, and I are just classy players. So it's going to be fun to watch them and see if anyone else in this group can actually go toe-to-toe against them. We know that VC are very strong, used to be known as USA, so I know a lot of people will be supporting them. We still have Speds coming into this one, Roxy V, Fatality, Goshi, all that. That's more of your middle-of-the-pack team. So there are lots of teams returning in, but really for the top of the table, we're looking between DTO, which is Defy the Odds, F4, Genji, No Game Sense, and VC. These should be the 5 teams that people are watching out for.
All right, well, it's good to know who is going to be looking at the top of the tables. We saw some, of course, upsets yesterday, not only in the NA Cup, but we also saw in the SCA Regional Clash some really tight competition across all of our regions. And I think it's good to see, especially in the midst of the competition. That was quite a lot.
That was big yesterday in the South Asian Regional Clash. Not a single win went over to one of the Thai teams. It was all victories coming in for 5 different regions in all 5 maps. So we didn't get to see one of the Thai teams pick up a single win in yesterday's games for the Regional Clash. So we're now going into the group stage again of the North American Stylus Depot. There are some teams that are familiar. 6 teams to be exact are returning into the tournament. So it's going to be curious to see if some of these teams actually don't make it into the next round after today's qualification.
Yeah, I think that's tough when you have a lot of teams that are well known, that are expected to do well, but they aren't able to make it into top 6. Then you kind of have to hope for that invite, which is definitely not a sure thing. There's only a handful available, so it always counts here. Of course, we are going to have 6 games here today in Group 3, and at the end of it, tallying all the points, whoever is in the top 6 will make it through. But we are already going to be dropping on to Gili Island for game number 1. So let's take a look at where our team's at.
Actually, what I'm going to do is
we'll have to see how this one goes.
No, actually, what I'm going to do is...
Because,
remember,
it's really cutthroat for the first stage of group stages. Basically, what's going to happen here is you get 3 maps to get as many points as possible.
Excuse me, 3 maps, yeah, not 6.
And after 3 maps, we'll tally the points, and 6 teams will make it out, the top 6 teams. You get 10 points per kill, and positional finishes give you bonus points, starting at 225 for first place and 10 points for last place, as well as second last place.
Not to mention you, of course, will also receive points based on kills that you pick up
suffering here.
in the game, but that is not the be-all, end-all. Now, taking a look at, of course, how it'll go from there. After the 60 teams in our 4 groups of 15 each get cut down to size a little bit, of course, you have 24 teams that'll make it out of there, plus the 6 invited. We then have 30 teams. And you kind of have like this hybrid group setup where everybody will be divided into groups of 8 or 7, and then of course add the math of the 15, and they'll play each other over the course of a couple of weeks, leading into a final stage, which is of course preceded by this revive match, which is sort of a loser's bracket, if you will.
You get revive match, so second chance to get into the grand finals. And then you get your grand finals.
4-4-4.
So currently we have 60 teams.
That is a very, very unlucky number, Ben. 4-4-4.
After today's games, we'll have 24 advancing directly into the finals. 6 will be invited, either a direct invite or
Curse!
Revive invite.
You're at 4-4-4. Curse!
A team deserves it to come back into it, besides despite not placing top 6. And then, you're right, we'll go into that first
I
group
know,
stage.
4-4-4, and we're doing 4-hour stream?
24, so at least 6 teams get eliminated from next week's group stage. But it does split up the 9 going directly into the grand finals, as well
guys.
as the 15
Make him stay that
going
way,
into the
make him
revive
stay
fight.
that way.
6 make it out of the revive fight, so a little bit more cutthroat there.
Yeah, it's tough. You do have chances. It's nice that it's not the be-all end-all if you don't make it through this qualification stage, this group phase 1, as we are now calling it. But you definitely want to place into the finals directly if you can, or at least into the next round of play if you can. So the top 6, very important over the next 3 matches. Now let's get into this match, start talking about it a little bit. We saw on the drop
You're gonna be
that we
stuck at
actually
that
had
number
most of the
forever,
teams
Marksman.
dropping
It is
down a little
cursed.
bit towards the west side of the map.
I'm telling you.
Not a whole lot of early action. There's a little bit as I say it.
Imagine if we actually grow up and we're stuck at 444,400.
Pretty quickly, and that'll be the first casualty of the game.
Yeah, DTO falling pretty quickly there. There's still 3 players left alive from his squad.
4-4-4, guys. It's cursed.
Small loss for them to start this match.
It's actually cursed.
7 was the player that ended up getting dropped down, but the remaining 3 of Defy the Odds are going to have to do just that and keep themselves
Someone
a little bit more safe.
unsub? Oh my god.
I don't think we should expect to see a whole lot of explosive firefights really early on. Of course, it's still a pretty wide open map, even though everybody dropped down towards the west side, of course.
Actually, hang on, let me check.
Well, not everybody, I suppose. There definitely were a couple of teams that were up towards Observatory. It always seems like there's one team that favors Observatory.
Most of the time, except for the first match to be at yesterday.
Oh, it actually did.
And remembering as well that there was such an even spread coming into this first map that we're not going to see these early firefights. Typically, North America is one of these slower paced regions.
Dude, there's legit a lot of there's legit like millions of
the
YouTubers watching RGS right
the
now.
North American series.
No, actually, go scroll down. I actually watched RGS. It's not copyrighted.
Take yesterday, for example. In the first mobile,
I appreciate you, mobile.
Most people dropped.
Yeah, Sono streamed it. Hawksness is like legit streaming right now. We're streaming. We're not gonna get anything. I streamed it before. It's not copyrighted.
There was a lot of conflict early on. The North American teams, unlike the Southeast Asian teams, don't really force fights.
I'm telling you, Marksman, that number's cursed.
So if they stumble into a fight, they'll just kind of take it and see how it goes. And hence why you have the early game skirmishes. But typically, if
bust
they,
down the door, guns blazing.
If no one's there, then they'll just kind of do their own thing, keep looting, and carry on towards the middle of the game. We should expect action.
What number is it now?
15 minutes in, where we get these small skirmishes as the circle gets a little bit too small, and then a larger fight.
Come on, you gotta keep looking at it. Come on.
Meta is also very slow at the moment, Pyro. We just removed the on-hit detonation of explosive crossbow bolts, so no longer can you shoot out a grenade
43
and immediately explode it. It will take 3 seconds to detonate. Shout out to EXE from
You should have
Rejects,
never
who
said
had
that.
a
Oh
chat
my
with
god.
us just to let us know the update and the rundown of what the current meta looks like. And nobody's used it so far, even though it's still in the game. Theoretically, it's still good.
We had maybe 1 or 2 players picking up the crossbow and the attachment, but never really
I'm sorry, I'm mad. I
So
have to.
If you are just tuning into Rules of Survival after maybe a couple of weeks away and wondering what's going on, why are we not seeing that anymore, that's the exact reason why. It's just the delay primer. A lot of
Look, Marksman Mobile has 4 people watching, guys.
It's no longer really worth it, so the meta's definitely experienced.
You have 4 people watching.
So now we're seeing more teams take this more defensive tack. A lot of it is about getting into those fortifications. You can feel relatively
wait, does
safe.
It actually, did it actually say that it's up to you?
Up on you and tossing a cheeky nade.
Yeah.
How? I legit blocked
some
it.
of the players have
How?
been getting really good at primary grenades, well. I think we saw a lot of that yesterday. Big shout out to Sun, who was really good with grenade usage in one of the North American qualifiers.
Yeah, from CRO. Yeah, Class 0.
Class 0. Her team qualified for the next stage of the
Oh,
tournament.
wow.
So we're excited to watch more
wow,
of that.
guys, it's so
And
nice.
it's something that's always
surprised
surprised me in the Global Series. Because if you're just tuning in or you're new to the Rules of Survival Global Series,
What's
yes,
this about
Rules of
below
Survival
there?
has
A guy
desktop as well as a
sitting in the
mobile
wall?
client. We're currently playing a mobile tournament. All these players are using iPads, iPhones, Android devices, all touchpad controls. So these are not players that are using a mouse and keyboard. These are not players
You know what?
that
This
are
is actually
emulating to a
perfect. My
computer.
stream just connected.
This
So
is
3 hours for
purely
a custom
touchpad
room for clan
gameplay,
trial, and then
which makes
another
the
1 hour for
impressive
RGS.
grenade usage and
actually
precision
perfect.
shots that we're seeing with sniper rifles coming back into the meta.
We have like 30
all
minutes
that
left.
more impressive because you don't have that precision control with a touchpad.
Don't
like
you
do a
guys?
mouse
Don't you guys
keyboard,
dare
or
say I didn't
even
do 4
a
hours? I
controller
actually did.
for that
Okay,
matter.
it just
But
disconnected.
these players
Okay,
still show
it
time
is
and
4
time
hours.
again they're just the best at what they do,
That's
and
ridiculous.
can even at times look like they could outplay
What?
people
That's
with
for
Mac
another
mice and keyboard, people with
3 hours or
controllers,
something.
and showing how good they are with the precision work of using grenades or stuff.
You're making me suffer,
Right,
aren't
and
you?
that's one of the interesting things about the way it works on mobile is that it really does affect the accuracy
because
of the
I
weapons that you're going to be using. So to see so many people using sniper rifles, very impressive, as you said. On the other side, we also see SMGs being incredibly popular.
How's
They already
LTS
were,
playing?
of course, there were some buffs that were received, but that is, as opposed to the sniper rifles, kind of assisted by the fact that this is on mobile devices, because you can actually, you know, it's really just down to how fast you can tap it. So I suppose it's really not a whole lot different than if you're using a mouse, but you can spread out fire pretty quickly on an SMG on a mobile device. So we're seeing a lot of that because it does actually kind of lend itself to that platform of gameplay. Taking a look, we still haven't had
Says
a whole
you,
lot of other
you have
early action. It's mostly
444.
spent all of the looting.
Maybe about 7 more minutes. We might get a fight or two as teams slowly bump into each other.
I wonder who that is.
Running out of places to actually loot.
That's you, isn't it?
But you really expect the first few fights to take place around 15 minutes. That's going to be play zone 2, play zone 3. And the zone would be a little bit too small to house 60 players. Now, the Southeast Asian Thai teams manage this very well.
Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me.
They're actually ones to
just click your
not give away their
link,
position,
like, you know,
and instead continue looting to a point where that's a crossbow. Continue looting to a point where if they find another squad, simply disengage and move to another area. Take a look at the map at the moment. Not many teams are at risk of fighting at this point in time. But with that new play zone coming into effect, that's when you can expect teams moving into the play zone and refusing to tank the damage. You deserve a dislike. To start getting into these firefights.
And that's one of the really cool things about the play zone that we actually are getting established later
you have 2 dislikes
instead
of 1.
The dead
I wonder why.
Is Bitter Lake. You talked about that being a pretty big focal point for a lot of the teams yesterday in one of our early matches. That
new subscriber, Marksman Mobile. Thank you, guys. Shout out for Marksman Mobile for subscribing.
But a lot of open space, which means we're going to be in for quite a few firefights, as you pointed out, around that 15-minute mark, as expected, but probably even more than if we had placed that, if the circle had been placed a little bit differently.
Very central circle means that we're also getting very little action. Oftentimes, when we see the circle move towards one of the sides of the map, where we get the circle or initial circles with 50% water, means that you're effectively cutting the early circles.
Don't you need Elgato for it?
Cause some fights. North America was the region that invented med strats as well. We saw a lot of North American teams use it, especially during the first World Championship.
Who's even watching my stream? There's 12 people watching. Who are you guys? It's only Nightbot that's typing in the chat.
Asian General, who have been the main
I don't even know who's watching anymore.
Of med strat. Now we only get a couple of teams in the North American series use it as a backup strategy once they secure enough points, you know, for a qualification or to advance to the next stage. So teams tend to like to try and play for all the
Tell me what this is, please. I want to go and watch. If I tell you, then you're gonna be.
UK here
Cloud not playing this. I know.
This is where teams like Team Secret
they're not,
prefer to...
It's on Facebook, by the way.
Defend. And in the
hey,
past,
if I tell you where it's
there was
streaming, you should sub to me,
you know?
wink,
Team
wink.
Secret will move towards it and actually defend.
Yeah, it's on Facebook. Just
that was kind of ruined by the crossbow meta. You can no longer defend the canals with ease.
It's just pretty easy to just
You're welcome.
grenade lobbed in your face.
I am. Oh, hey,
I mean, even
hey guys.
inside houses, it's really easy to throw in grenades as it is in towards these windows, but the crossbow just added the extra, you know, devastating impact damage, which means that you shoot it in and it automatically explodes on impact. It means you have no time to react to a grenade whatsoever. You don't have to prime it, nothing. So the canals being so open, without much space to maneuver around,
there we go.
Made explosive crossbows completely ruin that piece of cover. Now that it's on a 3-second timer, I think that we'll see more teams start to use the canals once again. They're quite easy to defend.
Thumbs up, appreciate it.
We saw a few teams holding up in those locations yesterday. I'm curious to see if teams like Team Secret go back to...
yeah, I'm gonna have to go to washroom again.
I know you.
Marksman, make this stream fun again. You know, entertain them.
Why?
It was really weird because I thought they actually might just catch air on the
Don't
rock,
do anything.
Why is
I'll be right back.
Yeah, that was quad feed. So maybe they were just having a little bit of fun with that one. But I think it's worth pointing out that we're at this phase of the game where a lot of the teams that found themselves outside the circle are just going to make a beeline into it with these vehicles. Jeeps being a very popular one right now. They're going to be able to get through there. So we also seen VL do the same thing. Of course, they're actually kind of taking a slightly different tack as they go around the bottom of the river and just kind of hug the beach.
They're actually going to lose it.
Trying to keep themselves relatively in cover, but it has been a very, very defensive start. Like we've said, only 1 kill in this entire game with 12.5 minutes. Through the play, and there we go. We see quad feed once more. Looks like they're just trying to hold up here and seeing if they can get any shots off out through this little warehouse.
We've got Star and Senpai returning to the tournament. They're going to be fun to watch, but I am sorry as well. Let's see how quad feed does.
I heard that. I heard that.
Wonder if they'll work together well as a team.
I heard everything.
These pro players like to change their name from time to time.
They do
first
like
you and like
every now and again with the
and
name,
then
for sure.
Yeah. So sometimes I'm like, I recognize a couple of their players. I wonder if the other two are just new players or two players changing their name.
Yes, you did.
Naming themselves like homages to famous CS:GO players the other day. We had
oh wow. Oh, I'm a liar here.
Yes, there's a few of them. But
they're just they're just sitting in their house, you know, sitting in the couch watching my gay boys, and then suddenly they hear you.
Was such a clutch player in the last North American Starless Depot. That he had 2 highlight reels.
The Facebook is so loud.
Named after him. Literally Purge and the Purge was named after him because of his big outplays in 2 days of competition. I think his name is now Tokyo. So he's renamed to the rest of Heist.
He did have some big plays though, all the same.
The rest of Heist did rename to what I believe is capital cities of some.
I streamed 2 hours and 53 minutes for this one, so we've been streaming for 3 hours. But at the same time, it's just like we've been streaming for 30. No, we haven't. We haven't.
Tuning into my Twitter feed or listening to, you know, like Hawk's Nest streams or a few of the different streams that are going on when they watch the broadcast. I would have no idea that these players have changed their name.
But that's the thing, you have to kind of keep up with it a little bit, and that's always
there's a stream delay, by the way.
So
for me,
it's kind of weird when you have some of these lesser known players, but the bigger names, even though they do name
it says when I just start to stream, it says I've been streaming for 8 minutes, almost 10.
And that's kind of a big deal. Once you start seeing these crazy outplays and life-saving maneuvers come in, and those are the ones that you actually remember. It looks like there's going to be a bit of a care package here, and Sped's actually going to send Roxy V out to try and pick it up. And they've got themselves 2 vehicles.
Looks at things, he got himself a nice sniper rifle. It was a ghillie suit.
Yeah, pretty good. It's always nice, and I think you were talking a lot yesterday about how it's not a very
don't tell me we're gonna do this again tomorrow.
Fight over because you often lose more than you stand to gain from picking up what's in those care packages. But if you find
don't
it
tell
by
me
yourself,
you have to do this again tomorrow.
You're in good shape.
Put it this way, right? If I was playing just at home and I went to contest a care package, I'm like, great. What weapon am I getting? And no matter what that weapon is,
who knows? Maybe we can have that battle again.
Grenade launcher, that's
maybe
fantastic.
Is gonna join
really useful in competitive play. Stop crashing into trees, guys. Come on.
I mean, it is a monster truck. That's probably the only car that you think it's thematically appropriate to crash.
Still. I
know, you just don't like it. You're a fan of good driving, aren't you?
Yeah, the European series, you watch how they drive around objects and through terrain. It's amazing. But North America and Southeast Asia keep crashing these cars. Like you would get something. You get something like a. Ooh, that's a lot of
big chicken grenade.
on.
Okay, hold on. We got
look
four
at all these
already
people,
killed.
you know, just
and a lot of them were
dude.
RGN actually getting themselves a couple of pickoffs.
Yeah.
That's
And
gonna
people
be
who say
Rain.
they got diamonds and stuff,
Uh-oh.
I'm pretty sure they're lying.
Oh, just outside the range. Actually, should be okay.
Cool. So Rain do have a few really big names. You got Seth as well as Big D. They're previously from Betrayed. You've got Rates playing in this team as well.
Rates was the one that was downed.
Yeah. So Big D are one of the female players. Used to play for Betrayed. I used to play with two of the players that are currently on Cloud9, Hawk's Nest as well as Seth. Clutch player actually brought Betrayed into the second stage of group phases last time round with a big clutch play. That was the one where, you know, she had to go 1-on-4 against LM
away from
in the
that
final
first
circle
number, you know?
and had to kill two of them. Not down, execute two of them.
This was Big Dia.
From outside the zone and successfully did so, bringing Betrayed into the tournament by just a mere 5 points. So now she's playing on Rain. We're still with Seth, not Seth, S-E-F. And they also have Rates with them, so curious to see how they go.
Yep. Looks like we're also keeping an eye on F4 as well, as they've got a couple of scattered players pinned down across from this van. They're taking cover underneath.
Yeah, I just subscribed, you know.
Still in a very central area, right north of Bitter Lake right now, so very good position
Wait,
to avoid the green zone.
What about Big Deal?
It's like Rose trying to get a few more shots on the Whiplash. Not going to be able to find anything.
As we slowly see the caliber of players that are in this group, it's starting to look even more stacked than the one we had yesterday. But small skirmishes coming out here, Pyro.
Yep, we got one more kill already killed on the board. So as you mentioned, it was about that 15-minute mark that teams started getting a little more antsy. We're now 17.5 into this game. Towards the edge of the field of play, Dudong is going to be downed as he tries to bunny hop away. All of a sudden, looks like we're starting to see a little bit more action coming through here.
No, that's no game sense being taken out. As far as I remember,
Quadfeed doing well.
And I'm
Quadfeed
sorry.
are doing very
What
well.
about their name?
As far as I remember,
Jesus Christ.
Dudong, I believe he used to play with North
I guess
Asia.
this is I Am Clan, you know.
Was he ex North Asia as well? I know, that was my worst dad joke of the day yesterday.
I felt like he joined in North Asia pretty late, moving on to another team. I was impressed by his play in the past, but
I mean,
no match for Quad
look
since
at
they go into that small skirmish.
LTS.
Shots from Vinibot.
Yeah. And Team Bot's actually doing pretty well at the moment, as we're picking off a couple of players,
and
getting a few extra pot shots. So we're down to 51 players at 18.5 to play, but most of these players still sitting on the edge of the green zone because it's not that dangerous
hey,
yet.
but like you said, you're good enough to kill them, right?
Here's Roxy V. He picked up the sniper rifle as well, the ghillie suit. I like that the sniper rifle is coming back into the meta. Previously, we used to say the meta's too fast. You know, you have these. Ooh,
do you look at their aim?
One more shot's enough to knock him down.
Oscar Bot's still looking for it.
They're using this, you know, PUBG where you can like spray your
SMGs,
rifle. They're doing exactly like that in rules.
Meta,
you know,
assault rifles as well. SMGs recently got buffed, so you see a lot more vectors being picked up.
I mean, but this is what they're legit doing right now.
Into it. With how slow the current meta is.
No, but in rules, it's hard to spray the guns like at all because they're like really cool.
And crossbows, there we go, Dover finally getting knocked down. And crossbows no longer being as effective.
All but disappeared.
We get more people picking up these precision long-range weapons. Originally, we thought that, you know, this is just, it's good for one player to have so you can pick off players outside the zone when you're in the final circle.
Speaking of pick off players,
Gavin trying to get Gavin.
Very, very close, but it was just not quite there. This is why these players prefer to sit down in that canal. You're not in danger of having those crossbow grenades and having that AoE damage as much anymore. Instead, easier to avoid those sniper shots. And speaking of avoid, Vinny does realize
is LTS good? I've killed LTS
so he has to
member
put up the riot shield as he wades down the hill.
Finally get people using the riot shield in the right manner, but it causes some
high
octane, fantastic gameplay of just running around with a goddamn riot shield. Nobody can get hit by it.
Until you actually get that thing melted through. We saw a couple of times it happen. Looks like Kill Switch is going to be trying to go for a drive-by, but he gets shot in transit. So a lot of these scattered skirmishes are indecisive at the moment. It's just a little bit of back and forth. And mostly involving just a handful of teams here. We have, you know, Team Bot and LTS, and Kill Switch goes down.
Thank you for the gift.
lJon on the high
Another
ground
pile
here.
of... Okay, never mind. I already have this, but whatever.
Good timing. Actually knocks the man off the tuk-tuk.
Oh, man, he got 2 actually down.
I think that's 3 down from the tuk-tuk. Vinny-Bot's the last person standing.
I didn't see that at first. That's incredible. So Vinny-Bot, he just can't get in there to try and save his teammates. And what a play from lJisaWahYpk. And he is a little low on health himself, but he should be able to get himself a 3-tap right here. Here comes
Sin, you're going to have more viewers than Noah.
Chucks the chicken grenade at the perfect time, primed it perfectly, got the tuk-tuk on the very back end, so it knocks 3 people out of it. And just like that, bot team lose everybody except for Vinny-Bot.
Wow, what an incredible play from lJisaWahYpk. LTS, we're in an extended firefight there, so now Vinny is going to have to basically speed his way out on the tuk-tuk to make sure that he doesn't get any... just doesn't get downed any sooner than he has to.
USA.
Most of these small skirmishes that we were expecting are kind of over. Here's VC.
Kakashi is actually
known
good.
as USA.
Like, still tagged as USA.
Still tagged as USA as well. Just change your name to VC, just making everything confusing.
Yeah, we can still call him USA, right?
Yeah, USA.
Good
shots.
Yeah, and Gashi as well. Oh my goodness.
Yo, Marksman, guess
coming
what?
out of nowhere now. Now Roxy V's going to get taken down.
You know,
and it looks
remember
like
the website
a lot of
that
Sped team is actually starting to get chunked out.
For the prediction?
Big Era trying to get his way to the water. I don't think that's how that works with the trucks. You don't get to put them out. He's going to have to get out of that truck pretty quickly and swim.
I'm telling you, that website is broke.
But he is being marked.
Nah, he's taken down. Gavin's able to find Big Era. He's doing his best to just try and hide deep into the play zone, not able to do so. Here's Big Lamero.
Let's see what Lamero can do. We haven't seen BS as much.
Lost 1 player very early on, but should be fine moving.
Why don't you get that? You know, that dinosaur egg or whatever that thing is.
So we're down to 36, and in this, pretty much, it felt like it's been one long firefight.
It comes with the camera.
A lot of the teams across the way as the circle continues to shrink, and once again, it's just north of that Bitter Lake area. So the canal is going to be a very attractive place to fight for the time being. It looks like UK are going to send one
Flash,
in.
what's up? Welcome back.
Samar, let's see if he gets a little extra damage. No, he's going to get down.
That laser,
it was a
dude.
1v3. And now there's a few more members of Team UK kind of moving their way.
Oh, see, they're using crossbow
pick
now.
Up Hawkeye, so Hawkeye's ready to keep moving. So 2-on-2, Hawkeye hasn't been able to kill yet. Garen's going to move forward. They need to cover the downed ally.
Oh boy, so the canals work both ways. Let's see if they can get him. Nope.
Oh
Garen's
wow,
gonna get that tap shot.
His helmet is gone.
Turning it around the side. So Hawkeye downed as well. So this is actually looking pretty good for UK at the moment.
Molotov early, trying to see if they can get him back down. Molotov should be good. Might be able to knock him down. Hawkeye taking some damage.
Oof.
Doesn't get knocked down. They get into a vehicle, drive away. He should be able to heal back up as he moves.
Oh man, off screen too, we saw lJisaWahYpk actually going down. So a little unfortunate there for LTS. It had some hero plays earlier on.
Hawkeye just gets knocked down for the 3rd time.
Oh, yeah.
And
he's out.
No way Mark can save him.
Oh, there goes Hawkeye.
A couple players die outside the safe zone as well. We're getting into that.
I want to learn from RGS. The
first
first thing you need to,
you cannot afford
the first thing you're gonna have to do is learn how to play claw.
On med kits. And even then,
how can I send the gift?
You know, how far med strats really go? It looks like Real Hot's gonna have to be.
You mean receiving gifts or like?
USA trying to get 4 class
I don't
gets
know what
down.
you're talking about, man.
Looks like Real Hot does as well though, but he does trade 1 for 1.
If you're talking about the game, you have to click that button on the top screen.
Whiplash.
And then like you gotta click that, and then you gotta click the send.
Try and breach into this house. There's not a lot of room in here because it's sort of being bisected by that.
Can you become more
zone.
clear? Because I can't understand.
Constantly heal.
I'm sorry.
We're in play zone 5 now. So
send the gift for
green
what?
Zone is going to deal some decent damage. Carty's found his way in.
And down goes Carty. Oh my goodness. So it looks like USA kind of running out of members pretty rapidly here, and now we'll kind of switch over our perspective.
Ooh, 15 people watching.
Like
Thanks for joining, guys.
Gonna be occupying this spot of the house just on the northern edge of the circle.
I'm like 20 minutes away from 4 hours stream.
What will be the next circle, I should say.
Completed.
24 minutes in, only 17 teams left. DTO still holding on to this map.
Why does these people never turn on the X-ray?
Fantastic fall. They've got 2 players left alive. I as well as Whiplash are up. Rose is kind of hiding inside this monster truck.
Maybe he means donate. Oh!
Rose looked like he was going to go down for a little while, actually. Pretty impressive for VL that he's been able to.
But if you mean donate, then just click the link in the description, man. It says donate to Drew people.
Really well. Big DL with another kill. Rates was able to get that down.
But I'm pretty sure he's talking about Rose.
Tagged him, and the green zone did the rest of the work. And Big DL secures the kill for the squad.
Yeah.
They've still got 4 players left alive here, Rain. They're in a good position to try and take first place for this map.
This is why you were bigging them up, not necessarily as a team that had like maybe the highest of expectations, but that, hey, this is a team with a lot of talent. This is a team that has the potential to surprise, and I think they definitely are doing that right now.
Genji with
as
2
well.
players as
Dude,
well.
No, his
Another
Marksman's still
returning
here.
team
What do you
to the
mean?
tournament.
Marksman.
Denied's currently outside the zone, and since he's inside this shower and his teammates inside the circle, I believe he might be going for a bit of a med strat.
Yeah, well, I think it was after they lost pretty big on the canals. Genji's probably going to try and go for that because it's a little bit safer.
I'm here on my own, okay?
No matter what, you're still going to try and place in that
top
6, top 7 as far as players left remaining with the med strat, and then maybe you can still get a couple of pickoffs with Denied.
Yeah, so Denied actually just getting killed as soon as you say that.
Ah, wow. Okay. Rip.
Knocked down and killed. So Rip. Med strat is the way to go for Genji at the moment. Let's see if that nets them a 2nd place finish.
Okay,
Rain, though, just holding onto this circle. All 4 players inside this house, all spread out to try and avoid grenades, but making sure they cover their corners. Dem can't even push out. If he pushes out, he's just going to take some shots.
I'm like 20 minutes away from
running for it at
4 hours
but
from
unfortunately,
completed.
it's going to be tracked if...
yeah,
oh goodness, he doesn't see him! He doesn't see him! Oh man, that could have made the difference right there.
Specific,
yeah,
please?
that's unfortunate.
Like, I don't know what you're saying, bro. Are you talking about rules of survival?
She would have seen that player.
Like sending gift, sending cake or something like that?
My bad, I got the wrong pronoun.
You still got Mark, who is hiding inside this truck. The other team
you can do this.
Scope
comes out, and there we go. Mark is going to be hopping out of the truck, already down, half health.
Does
Has to be
take one
careful
player
though.
down, so he wasn't the target there. He actually jumped in, and
Just
another
say it,
player
man.
started
Come
shooting
on.
at the truck at the player who had just jumped in. DTO with 3 players left alive.
Okay. Oh no, the Molotov miss! Oh boy, starting to see some of these unforced errors coming through at the last second. DTO lights himself back on fire. Or SSI does.
Strategy.
Yeah.
Very bold strategy.
Yep.
Let's see if it pays off.
I somehow don't think it will. Let's go back
Just
to
say it,
watching
man.
Seth's perspective.
It's all good. I'll say it. I'll like
side of the
explain
house
it.
right now. Now,
Best as I can, you know. Just friendly legend here.
He's got to be careful. That green zone ever creeping slower in. Has to start making some tracks. Okay, his teammates right there.
Come on, Bacon.
Man, DTO, they're the ones who are
If we're
actually
talk-
kind of
okay, I'll
hanging
just
tough in this.
explain both,
I think
guess,
between
'cause
them and
you don't
Rain,
wanna
that's
see it.
probably what it's going to come down to.
Yeah,
It'd be
Newport
easier
got
if you do,
knocked down
but
by
okay.
a
So for
firecracker, so he's
in-game,
gonna do what he can
in
to
rules of
heal
survival,
before the zone starts creeping
Mark's
in.
still here for Genji.
It's going to start closing in, so people are going to need to move towards this final compound. Yeah, getting another kill.
Okay,
there.
you got
DTO
that
need to
double,
push
whatever.
out and into the open.
Oh no!
Hold down
that-
from 3.
yeah.
Fantastic.
If you watch
forward
this
racing
stream
in the
on
wings.
Facebook, then
Whiplash
you'll
gonna go down as
automatically
well.
get a gift
High
from
is just
rules.
sitting on and holding tight. Newport wants to try and
You
jump
have
out
a
of the
pants?
window too.
And now we're down to single digits.
Yeah,
How's it
if you
gonna
watch
end?
the
Looks
stream,
like
then
Mark has actually
you'll
been
get
able to
it.
stay out of the firefight for the most part. But
It's-
Rain are
But the
going to
only
need to start
problem
making
is,
tracks
it's
in
like
general
so rare.
direction
It's
pretty
basically
soon.
never
It's the
gives you,
4
and
from
plus,
Rain up against Newport as
what do
well
you call
as
it?
Mark.
Yeah,
So
they're like
Genji, they've got
pretty
one
much
player
they're pretty
left alive
trash.
of Mark. You've got that single player Newport
Oh my
coming in
God.
as well. Rain
Oh,
holding
he's
on
got the
with
scope
4
on.
members.
Oh,
Wait a minute,
barely,
Rain
those
was right in the sights of Mark, but no! Seth is going to be gunning him down.
This is not good. Rain are going to be able to pick up over 10 kills as well as the first
Yeah,
place
it's just
finish
this
in
people
round
giving you
1.
the gift. It's
Newport,
not.
odds are
You
all
can't
against him
send
at
the
the moment.
gift.
He's just outside trying to med strat for the moment and
Because
live
technically you
as long
can't.
as possible, but should be falling shortly.
But yeah, whatever.
And Rain
Okay.
with such a good
Oh,
finish here
DTO.
today,
Oh,
picking
he got
up
killed
first
last
place,
episode.
all 4 squad members alive, and fragging out while they do so.
What is this
No,
clan
this is
tournament?
incredible,
Now
to be honest.
it's
Despite we talked
it's not a
about
clan.
maybe
It's
one or
technically a
two
clan
mistakes,
tournament.
maybe
It's like
not seeing
competing for
where
money.
that
More
one
like
player was moving, but
yeah, it's like a
didn't matter
tournament.
at the end of the day. As you pointed out, so many frags, 6 for Big Dia, 4 for Seth, so it's a total of 13
That's for, I think,
for the
Rules of
first place
Survival
finishers.
Global
And what an
Championship
incredible
or something
performance
like
from
that.
Rain. Honestly, I'm not
But I'm
entirely
going to
certain why
leave,
I
going
didn't
to
have my
practice
eyes
to
on this
be.
team
Alright,
before.
man. See ya. Flash.
Still top fragging Big Dia, despite the fact that you don't miss that kill earlier on.
Would have still top fragged either way, yeah.
13 kills being picked up in total by Rain. So they're going to get 355
Marksman, where are you?
points just to start the first map of this best of 3 series.
But of course, we also saw that Defy
Right,
the
his
Odds
mic is
managed to
bugging
get
out or
themselves into
something, I
second
don't
place,
know.
so not too bad. And BS, they managed to actually get into 3rd.
Yeah, so well done from them. So we'll have to see how the rest of these teams, try to catch up coming into these final 2 maps.
Absolutely. We're going to go on a quick break. When we return, game number 2 here for Group 3. Don't go anywhere. The NA Cup continues.
Wow, look at these highlights. Oh wow. Perfect. High quality. Oh boy, now we're gonna start it for 15 minutes. Can I try for round 2? Technically you can't, cause it's you gotta register for it. Oh, there you are. Where were you? What? Your mic just crashed again.
I'm sorry.
Dude, I've been here getting bored to death, you know. But yeah, like. But yeah, Bacon, like I said, you have to register for it, so technically you can. I'm pretty sure this song is copyrighted, but whatever. You dude, I can end it. Dude, my 4-hour stream ends in like 10 minutes, so just chill for 10 minutes, you know? Okay, yeah. Yeah, but that doesn't mean you can't just leave. Just stay with me. Yeah, GG. No, I'm just gonna end the stream after 4 hours. Congratulations, Mr. 444.
If I told you that, I almost was
Did you disconnect your stream or?
Did you disconnect yours?
No. Technically I can. I gotta stream for 4 hours, man. If you guys just joined here, like, if you look at my last stream, which was like 3 hours ago, you guys probably know, we're recruiting some new players, so you guys can try it out, but make sure to join Discord before you do that. Oh, hey, what's up, man? Welcome to stream. Thanks for joining. Thumbs up. What's up? Playing music is too loud, so let's just turn this a little bit down. Wait, when you ending stream can't hear cause music? What do you mean music? Pretty sure it's not copyrighted because they're using it. Great. Well, then I might just have to go to copyright school and that might be it, you know? One prayer, boys. I've been streaming for 4 hours and I have a headache now. Great. Are you streaming round 2? Yeah, I'm gonna be streaming round 2 and then that's gonna be it, guys.
What?
I'm just gonna stream round 2 and then I'm gonna end it.
Stream round 2?
Yeah, no. Because when my 4-hour ends, the match is gonna start and I don't think I'm gonna do that. Martin, you're still live, you liar.
Oh.
You're still live.
Oh, I never did.
custom? Nah, no custom. Make sure to turn on the bell, guys, so if I do more custom, you guys can join. Yeah, turn the bell, and the bell is gonna go ring like ring, and you know, get you the notification, and then you're gonna get a noise from it. And then you might join the stream. Wow, prediction. I don't know what I'm saying. Okay, I'm tired. I'm sorry. I'm trying to make the stream positive as possible, and I'm failing, and I'm hungry. I might eat noodles, Marksman. Eggs? Eggs and noodles, huh? What, you never put eggs in your noodles? Who knows, maybe I'm gonna be streaming while I'm eating. No, maybe I'll forget streaming. No, what am I saying? Maybe I'll forget to turn, like, what do you call it? Like, disconnect my stream, so when I'm eating noodles, they all hear me. They're like, ASMR. Noodles. Oh, that'd be weird.
It's been a while since I've streamed this over.
More like you couldn't, because...
Since how 3 days I haven't streamed my phone.
Bruh, more like you couldn't. You know that, right?
Anyway, we're one sub away from... Come on, someone hit the sub button.
Or unsubscribe. He's feeling bad, guys. Yeah, my friend is stuck at... Yeah, guys, my friend is stuck at 444 subscribers, and now he's getting ahead of me.
Subscribe. 440 people. One more sub and I'll be silent like
Wait, so does that mean that you're never gonna end your stream unless you get a sub? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, actually, because you said you're not gonna end the stream with that, like, so you're gonna have to keep streaming till you get a sub, right?
No?
Yes, you do.
Am I just what you said?
I just found out why our views died.
What died?
Our views.
Why?
Because Hitman and Super are like that last for me right now, and there's RGS, so yeah.
Where are those freaking
I don't know.
Stay the freaking hallway. No, stay the PC. I should stay the PC. Leave mobile like freaking PC. This is me when people do that. I need to do mobile PCs. PC streamer.
You're legit roasting Noah, Bobby, and all other players.
Hey, guess what? I got the one sub.
Oh.
Let's go.
What is it now? 435? No, 445?
I subbed it. Okay, yeah. You're licensed. Go to Discord and I'll give you a special role of this.
Oh, that's my subscriber. You're welcome, Marksman. That's my sub.
There, I subbed off.
Oh, wow. And unsubscribe and you're actually gonna slap me if I do that, aren't you? You're just gonna leave me here, aren't you?
Yep. Then you get a special role.
Oh my god, what is it? Curse Fighter or something?
Join my Discord and get a special role. Just for that one thing.
Oh my god. I streamed for 1 hour. I can legit end it right now. Should I? You know what? Screw it, I'm ending it.
Fortnite's better. I mean, it's up to you for what you choose, bro. Every game's good. Fortnite's way better developed than.
Pretty much, yeah.
Fortnite has no bugs, no glitches, no hackers. This game is fun, but it has a...
But the fall damage is real. But the fall damage is real.
yeah, but Fortnite has things like fall damage. This game has way cooler skins.
Oof. And cooler emotes like dabbing. Yeah, swagging around. Yeah, no.
Yeah, but Fortnite's way better developed, man. Fortnite's a better developed game.
Well,
hey, stick around if you want to criticize this game more in that sub.
Oh, remember me? Well, boys, I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. If you did, make sure to smash the like and subscribe button and share it with your friends. See you soon. Thank you. Thumbs up. Good times. Peace.
Did you disconnect your stream?